Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pia Simran, and I represent Rootree. We are a Canadian company that specializes in digital, sustainable, flexible packaging. And today, after almost too long, I have the honor to be here in support of CHFA and speak to each and every one of you on all of my favorite topics, specifically the evolution of flexible packaging. My role with Rootree for the past 2 years has been in business development, and I've had the privilege to learn so many tremendous things in the packaging space. My goal today is simply to share some of those experiences and learnings of my journey with you all. You are all here for one reason. Something within you compelled you all to be here today, and that's special. You are here because you have a passion. You are the folks that are going to be the ones that continue to inspire change within your organizations. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Today we're going to talk about the evolution of flexible packaging and how far packaging has come, what it was and the journey of its advancements. We're going to touch on new technologies that are revamping the mindset of today's industry. We're going to talk about the trends and what customers are saying, how buyers buy, and what they're looking for. We are going to dive deeper into some of the challenges of today's infrastructure and what we need to know to continue to thrive and stay aware of them. And lastly, we're going to talk about Rootree's role within this space, our unique product offering, how we can help provide solutions to businesses like you to succeed. It's amazing how far the packaging industry has come in such a short period of time. And to have the privilege to see and live its evolution has been nothing short of eye-opening. Flexible packaging has seen a tremendous growth curve, especially through the pandemic, and the options available have continued to increase more and more as the years have progressed. Back 20 years ago, material availability and the options would have been very few. What a customer could do with their design and creative ideas would have also been quite limited, and it came at a high cost. As time has passed and more manufacturers started to listen to customers and their needs, more options started to become available. So, where you would have maybe only had a gloss or matte finish on flexible packaging at one point, slowly, as the demands of customers started to increase, unique coatings were starting to be introduced, allowing customers to do spot varnishes on packaging, where perhaps in one area they wanted to do a metallic embellishment. Those things were gaining more market presence, and these additional materials, started to gain a lot of traction and started to take off and allowed for more consumer engagement. Now, in 2022, I am simply blown away with how far we have progressed. How customers and their buying decisions have assisted in playing a big role with material diversity, size flexibility, color versatility. The amount of options being offered in 2022 is absolutely tremendous, and it's only going to continue to evolve from here. This goes to show that customers like you are driving change. What the world of packaging once was is changing, and it's happening at rapid speeds. According to a study conducted by PNP Media's Market Research Division, 79% of people that participated in this study stated that they made their most recent switch from rigid to flexible packaging within the past 2 years, with 28% coming in the past 6 months and 18% coming in the past 6 to 12 months. Participants identified at this poll a variety of factors that are driving these changes from rigid to flexible packaging. And some of the most common include aesthetics to creative freedom, lighter weight and lower cost, consumer demand, waste reduction, better handling capabilities, and decreased shelf space. Flexible packaging comes with so many advantages. An example of this is that it requires fewer resources and energy for manufacturing and packing, and it occupies 35% less retail space. To give you something to put in perspective, manufacturing 780,000 pouches, let's say, consumes 87% less coal, 70% less natural gas, 64% less crude oil compared to manufacturing rigid clamshells. That is a lot of carbon emissions you can save from polluting the environment. But are customers right? Are their demands for flexible packaging viable? Can manufacturing a stand-up pouch truly provide the advantages and serve a purpose? Let's find out. Not only does flexible packaging in today's age come with a tremendous amount of material options and have significant impact on overall waste reduction, but flexible packaging has been newly designed to provide so much more in terms of experience. Industries like food, beverage, cosmetic, personal care, and pharmaceutical are gaining a lot of traffic with flexible packaging. With the growth in retailing over the years, despite the pandemic, and with the most recent acceleration in e-commerce activities, the flexible packaging industry is expected to grow from $160 billion to $200 billion in the next 3 years. That is an amazing growth pattern. Some of the function and highlights of flexible packaging and why it has been so successful gaining traction is because of its ability to protect products from logistical challenges, which we all know about through the pandemic. It's also designed to provide barriers and allow for shelf extension. With the new age technologies like authentic QR codes and counterfeit technology that's been introduced, brand safety and traceability is becoming more and more prominent in today's industry. And it has allowed businesses to provide their clients a sense of trust and engage with their customers and build confidence within organizations. The fact that flexible packaging is lightweight results in an added benefit for shipping cost and waste reduction. And last but not least, packaging has become the biggest marketing tool, and it is allowing consumers to experience your brands and products through the packages. It has become one of the most unique ways to communicate and share your company's story to your customers. Brand owners are taking advantage of this through augmented reality, different materials, and offerings which provide a unique customer experience and so much more. There has been a major mindset shift in customers' buying habits, especially with the pandemic. Because there are many logistical challenges worldwide that we experienced, which caused extended delays, we've seen a big shift in businesses moving away from overseas manufacturing, where packaging now is becoming more local, and they're choosing more local providers who offer flexibility, shorter runs, and especially in the food and pharma space, because they're essential. We have come so far from what once was a customer having to go overseas, wait 3 months, buy 150,000 bags, and pay for plates in the process. Technology has evolved so much from a standard flexo and rotogravure process, and we are now in the age where local, sustainable, and flexible solutions not only exist, but they're demanded. The brands of today are searching for converting partners and manufacturers that offer speed, but above all, the highest productivity and ability to respond efficiently to the latest needs and trends in the market. The technology of digital printing has taken new heights and has allowed customers to tap into the next level of their brands, be creative, and explore endless possibilities. Digital printing is a distinctive printing technology that has been designed with a host of fringe benefits. We're living in an age of experience. People today are interested in seeking out meaningful interactions. They want to get to know who you are as brands, what you do, and where you're from. They want to know your story. Today, we are able to use technology, such as digital printing, to bridge and make new connections and encounters. The experience age offers us the promising opportunity to design our lives and world in exciting and memorable ways. Through the benefits of digital printing, your ability to create an amazing looking packaging and unique customer experience and capture customer attention is endless. Digital printing offers a way to communicate your message effectively, print different SKUs without additional costs or plates, compared to a flexo and rotogravure process, which typically do require plates. It allows you to get your packaging quick and cater to different seasons and special editions. It allows you to personalize and customize your message to your customers as well. And it's so much more of a sustainable process with 70% less waste than a typical conventional process, from CO2 emissions to overall environmental footprint. In a normal flexo or conventional printing process, typically customers are required to print a minimum of 10,000 per design, pay for plates, for as many colors that are in that design. Now, imagine, you're a customer, you're a startup, you have 5 different teas you want to launch, Each SKU has 5 colors, and now you're looking at potentially 20 to 25 plates. That's a lot. So with digital printing, it's a plateless process. So not only is there no hard metal processing involved, but brand owners like yourselves choosing digital choose flexibility. Millennials and Gen Zs are becoming the main buying force, and their preferences are pushing brands to the limits, looking for new ways to create loyalty and demand. With more small to medium-sized businesses gaining more market share, the quicker execution on their part has allowed for newer innovative products and technologies to come to market quicker. As brand owners, 3 main things I encourage you all to think about is personalization, regionalization, and customization. The world of ization is becoming an increasingly popular influence in the trends of packaging and how packaging is printed today. People want to pick up a bag and they want their name on it. They want to feel important today. They want to have the flexibility to customize and print a bag for Christmas, for their birthday, for Valentine's Day. Convenience is what is driving buyers to choose local partners with the flexibility and sustainable mindset, and digital printing has enabled an incredible amount of opportunity for this. So, you may be asking, what are some of the other unique trends of 2022? Let's watch a short video together that highlights some of what we need to know to thrive in today's industry. I came across that video a couple weeks ago and I thought it was so important to share it with you guys. It has taught me a lot, and there is so much valuable information from packaging experts, so I thought it was great to share. So to summarize, what brands are asking for today? They're asking for lightweight packaging solutions. They're asking for domestic manufacturing. They're asking for the right packaging partner. They're asking for digital and intelligent packaging. And most of all, key takeaway, sustainability. So you may have gotten to a moment in this presentation where you're reflecting. And you could be asking yourselves right now, gosh, what does all this mean to me? What does it have to do with me? What could my impact be as a brand owner? How can I define my company in this industry? What is my way of being sustainable? Does anybody have the answer? Okay, I'll give it to you, not all at once. What this means is that we are living in an incredibly progressive and ever-evolving market. And as brand owners, you now have endless options available to you to cultivate your brands and define who you are and your position in this market space. It is so important to keep up with the current trends in education as they give us a holistic view. Trends help define our brand positioning, unique selling proposition, and the way we communicate with our customers. As we all saw, sustainability is one of the main drivers of today, and consumers don't just desire sustainability and corporate responsibility from their favorite brands any longer. They demand it. Many regulatory initiatives have encouraged manufacturers to continue to develop new packaging options that are safe and secure while working with fewer materials, energy, reduced transportation costs, and they obviously extend shelf life as well. Stringent governmental regulations, such as banning of the single-use plastics in Toronto in 2021, are changing consumer preferences and steering more and more manufacturers towards the circularity model. Obviously, the general sense of urgency to address climate change is intensifying. We all know this. For businesses, this means sustainability is no longer just a marketing bonus. Sustainable practices are a must to create long-term value and thrive in today's economy. But what does this mean in practical terms? What are companies doing today to set themselves apart and make up for a greener tomorrow? What do consumers want? A study was conducted with brand owners and consumers to get their view on the sustainability of flexible packaging in 2018, and they were asked if, when they think about products they buy, how important is it to them that the packaging is recyclable, ensures less packaging waste, is made of recycled content, reduces greenhouse gas emissions, etc. And you can see that there's quite a high percentage of people that are craving sustainability. This poll, in a similar fashion, asked its participants from different age groups how often they do each of the following: pay more for products in sustainable packaging, actively seek out products in sustainable packaging, promote the benefits of sustainable packaging to others. Anybody getting the trend here? You can see on the legend on the bottom, there is an age bracket. And your 18 to 34, your millennial Gen Zs, that's really who's looking at sustainability for the most part. As you can see, specifically within the millennial and Gen Z age bracket, is huge. A recent study reveals more than a third of global consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable products as demands grow for environmentally friendly alternatives. While attitudes vary across generations, countries, and industries, 85% of consumers have become greener in their buying decisions over the years. As a byproduct of this trend, new technologies to print and manufacture packaging, like digital printing, have been introduced and have helped achieve new heights in sustainable manufacturing. And more manufacturers, because of this, have started to introduce eco-friendly material options, such as recyclable and compostable packaging materials, sustainable inks, and even new age post-consumer recycled materials as well, all in effort to produce a smaller environmental impact. But while much effort has been put forward by manufacturers, like Rootree, on designing new materials to feed in to end and beginning of life cycle solutions, unfortunately, there is still a number of infrastructure challenges that we face on a daily basis. Some of the main challenges that we are exposed to are today's current mechanical recycling process, which is quite dated, and the ability to recycle most of the packaging in the market today, which is considered conventional recyclable number 7, doesn't exist in many locations. Another big challenge is the disposal of even recyclable number 2 packaging, which is recyclable. It's a major challenge. Disposal of home compostable packaging has been a struggle due to lack of education and infrastructure support. And lastly, greenwashing has been a huge challenge. According to the World Economic Forum, every year, at least 8 million tons of plastic leaks into the ocean, which is equivalent to dumping the contents of 1 garbage truck into the ocean every minute. That's crazy. This is expected to increase to 2 per minute by 2030 and 4 per minute by 2050, which can destroy an entire ecosystem. Let's not cry just yet. About 90% of all the trash in the oceans is from plastic. Estimates suggest that flexible packaging represents the major share of this. Gaining an understanding of issues surrounding packaging waste is the first step to finding solutions to potentially mitigate it. You may be wondering, what do I mean by what's beneath the surface? Well, all of your tangible packaging represents everything you personally encounter on a daily basis. What you don't see is everything else. What you don't see is the packaging waste that ends up in our recycling in North America tops 51%. The combustion of packaging waste takes up 23%, and landfills receive the remaining 26%. Worldwide, more than 1 million plastic bottles are bought every minute, and an astronomical percentage of this ends up polluting the environment. That's what we don't see. So the common question is, where does all this flexible packaging really go? Well, your typical bag is comprised of 2 to 4 layers of plastic, which are all different resins. While individually, these materials can be recycled, once they're laminated together to create that bag on the chair, it's very difficult for recycling facilities to take these apart, and it taxes the infrastructure. So, because recycling plastic waste requires state-of-the-art infrastructural facilities, which hardly exist today, and education, not to mention is a quite time-consuming process, due to this, unfortunately, a very high percentage ends up going into the landfill. To put something in perspective, the world produces around 330 million tons of plastic waste each year, and only 9 to 14% of that gets recycled. poof. Even with some of the new recyclable structures that have been introduced in the flexible packaging space, there has been so many challenges with recycling recyclable products as well. 90% of the recyclable products that are thrown in the blue bin today, because of flexible packaging is also very lightweight, it has been known that when those recyclable products get to recycling facilities, they actually cross-contaminate into the paper and fiber waste stream, and that taxes the recycling infrastructure as well. Another driving trend in the sustainable space right now has been the use of post-consumer recycled products as well. These are becoming increasingly popular, and there is more of a demand among customers. But it has also been challenging, specifically with traceability of post-consumer recycled products, and much of it today is not food and drug approved. It's not FDA approved. So it's difficult to add to food packaging, which is what consumers are craving. Jumping into more compostable side of things, the current infrastructure hasn't really understood compostable products and hasn't evolved enough to allow for better disposal methods without taxing the current infrastructure. The term sustainable or eco-friendly has been used very freely, and it's quite undefined. As you go about managing your own businesses, it's clear you will come across a great number of companies that push themselves onto you and say, I am eco-friendly and I am sustainable. Greenwashing is when a company or organization promotes itself as a sustainable or eco-friendly company to attract interest and support from consumers. But in reality, these companies are spending more time and marketing money about being eco-friendly rather than actually being eco-friendly and sustainable. As a result, brand owners are being misled and miseducated. So, I strongly encourage you to be mindful of a few of these buzzwords. Eco-friendly, biodegradable, 100% compostable, organic, and I strongly encourage you as brand owners to dig deeper. Look out for regulated certifications that provide solid evidence that these products have actually been approved by an accredited organization. There are reasons why greenwashing sounds like the cousin of brainwashing. And as brand owners trying to make your place in a busy marketplace, I strongly suggest to keep this in mind and stay aware of this when choosing a packaging partner. Specifically as it pertains to the whole idea of compostable versus biodegradable, because this is a major topic, the demand of biodegradable packaging is increasing. But I believe what people are truly looking for is a compostable bag, compostable packaging. Everything is going to biodegrade. The chairs you're sitting on today is going to biodegrade. Plastic is going to biodegrade. With biodegrade, there is no time stipulation for how long it will take in order for it to actually break down. With compostable, by legal definition, compostable packaging must be fully capable of disintegrating into soil, leaving no toxicity behind within a period of 12 weeks in an industrial facility. That is the difference between biodegradable and compostable. So when someone comes to you and says, I'm looking for biodegradable packaging, or you go to them and say, I'm looking for biodegradable packaging, I highly encourage you to change it to compostable because you're going to get the right product. So there's a big difference in these two words. And hey, why not, when you go to those partners, question them and continue to question them. If you don't see those certifications, strongly encourage you to question them, to ask for them. Compost requires heat, moisture, and bacteria to break down. A common question that I get a lot is, oh gosh, does that mean my compostable packaging, if exposed to these conditions for a moment, is going to start disintegrating? Well, no. But exposed to these conditions for an extended duration of time, the initiation of composting process will start. So that being said, while we face all these infrastructure challenges, and it can seem quite overwhelming and confusing as well, you may be asking, well, why should I get into the sustainable space if it's not well received right now? If the infrastructure is not there to support us, is it even worth it? But with more companies like yourselves pushing for this change and following these trends, it's only a matter of time before the infrastructure comes on board and helps us. It's only a matter of time before more amazing solutions become available to you all. Rootree recognizes that the infrastructure is not 100% on board to support us. But despite this, we have continued and will continue to push forward the boundaries of what sustainable means, truly means. And we continue to see amazing following and reception for products like these by brand owners like you. And so I'm excited to present you now with some of the unique products and services that Rootree has to offer. We have been working extensively on a 100% Blue Bin certified package. It provides a low to medium barrier, and I'm pleased to say that we're currently in development with a high barrier recyclable solution as well. This would be certified for your Blue Bin. It would be fully digital printed, so it will come with all the advantages of what digital printing has to offer as well. And we are in development working on some new PCR content additives, but hoping for the food grade approval shortly. These are monolayer polymers, so what that means is that it can be recycled. Naturally, there's that infrastructure challenge of, well, you buy a recyclable bag, you put it in the Blue Bin, is it gonna get recycled? Still a question. But the more products that are out there, the more we follow this trend, people are gonna start latching on. So this product is available today by Rootree. Another one of our solutions to address beginning of life cycle that we will be relaunching this year is our certified home compostable package. This product will offer high barrier, again, come with all the fringe benefits of digital printed as well. It will be certified home compostable and industrial compostable, and the adhesives and the inks will be home compostable certified as well. We have made amazing developments with this product. We had it on the market in 2019, and I'm pleased to say that we're going to be launching it hopefully by end of year this year. So this will all be available to you as well. Our mission with our compostable product is that wherever it ends up and it's exposed to the oxygen, moisture, and bacteria for an extended duration of time, it will break down anywhere, but it has to be exposed to those conditions. Our digital printing ability and our unique production process, our ability to turn around packaging fast, has allowed us to get to know and serve a great number of companies like yourselves. Here in this case study, we demonstrate that this customer took advantage of the digital technology and a sustainable mindset as well. They came to us and they said, I have 20 different SKUs, I do not want to pay for plates and cylinders, I need 11,000 pouches, and guess what? I need it in 2 days. What can you do? So we assisted this company in getting their product in the market. The customer took full advantage of an optimized size that we suggested to them that resulted in less waste production. And they didn't pay for plates, which was a big benefit to them. And we produced this in lightning speed because we were able to deliver product in 2 days. The customer was able then to make an impact with their clients and grow an amazing brand following, and all Rootree did was provide a springboard for them and the tools. Not only do we just offer sustainable, digital, flexible packaging and assist you in making educated business decisions, but we also offer amazing creative services, a design team in-house that can take your brand from concept, take your ideas from concept to brand. And we also have a co-packing and filling team where if you send us your product, we can fill it inside the packaging for you and provide you a retail-ready product. So, without further ado, here's a little corporate video to give you a sneak peek of our business model and how we can support you as brand owners.
This is your project, and this is us, Rootree, your partner in flexible packaging. So, tell us about your product. Cookies? Love it. Your story is important to us, and we're here to help you make it market ready. Here's an idea. It's time to grow. From brand concept to logo creation, to your online shopping and web design. And you better believe we'll build the hype on your socials. Our superpower, you ask? Creating flawless packaging. Perfect! At Rootree, we go the distance to challenge the norm. And we're not satisfied until we create the perfect match for your product. Beautiful! Let's go! This is where the magic happens, where green energy brings our technology to life. Whether it's 100 or 100,000 pouches, one design, or 50, you've come to the right place. You'd almost think we've cloned our staff. Or did we? Eco-innovation is the spirit of what we do, while offering you quick turnarounds and producing less waste. Just like that. We use state-of-the-art technology to produce high-quality packaging that you can be proud of. Packing your product can be tedious work, and you already have a lot to do. So don't bother, we've got it covered. Did we mention we're a one-stop shop? From the moment you come in with your idea to the moment your freshly packed product is in your hand, we offer turnkey solutions that make your life almost too easy. And there you go. You made it, and we're so happy to have been with you every step of the way. Rootree, grow with us.
So, that was a fun little quirky video that we did for a company, and it's actually a service that we offer to brand owners like yourselves. If you're ever looking for a creative video concept, we can definitely help you do that, and you can share it with your clients as well. So, lastly, I encourage you to take a moment, sit back in your chairs, and ask yourselves, what defines me as a company, as a brand owner? What is my unique selling proposition? How do I differentiate myself from my next door neighbor? The evolution has been such a journey, and we are all in the right time and the right space in this industry that is changing constantly. Ultimately, companies with the drive for innovation and kick down the status quo will motivate and continue to inspire change. Thank you so much.